Hello, I am going to tell you about how to deploy a local website into in some hosting. What is that hosting is Python Anywhere. Okay, now this look at this is the local address here. This is my project here, and first of all I am going to deploy this project into Python Anywhere. And first of all we have to create how to create an account in Python Anywhere. Just go for pythonanywhere.com, then click on sign up here, then click on create a beginner account. Now I am going to create one account here, SUDHERREGDY, and the email is @technical hub, and this is my mail ID. I am giving some password here. And just register. The username is already exists, it gives some error. If it is unique, no problem, it will redirect it to this one, and it is going to be create one mail ID like this, and upgrade your account. Nothing else, you have to confirm your email address set. That's why we are moving into this one. And welcome to python.anywhere, and I think here the support. Please click this link. Yes, I am clicking this link. Yes, this is enough. Again it is coming. It's okay. Yes, the account is successfully created. Now what I have to do here, some files, web and databases. That means here the database are going to be included. In the web we are going to, first of all we have to click on that one. First of all we have to create our web app. Here for example I created one account here, the spelling mistake something. This is my web app domain, and then next, and I am going to create what is the platform Python web framework I used here, Flask, and we have to select what is the Python new version, that is 3.8, and we are going to be click on the next here. The setup is done. This is my URL now. For example, if any modifications are changed, then I click on the reload like this, and I am going to open a new tab. If you open a new tab, it is going to be hello from Flask. That means some index.py is there here. Now I am moving inside that files. Here this is my site. Inside it if you observe, there is a flask_API app.py. If you open this one, yes, what here I am writing that is going to be displayed here, right? Now this is the index.py. Then I am coming back and I am going to delete this file. First of all I am going to delete this file. First of all I am going to insert one static pages, then I am going to upgrade into the databases. That means some dynamic like that. Now I am going to create inside my site. I am going to upload here. I am going to upload one file. What is that file? That file is going to be this is my project. In this project I am going to add index. I am going to create all these. First of all I am going to add index.py. I am going to add templates and static folder also. I am going to upload the index.py. Okay, clear everyone. Now I am going inside my site. I am going to create two folders. The first one is a templates folder. I am going to create a new directory. If you observe, it is going inside templates, then coming back into my site again, and I am going to create again static. If you observe here inside static, there are two more folders are there, CS and JS. For example, if there are images also, we have to create one more folder, that is images. I am going to create CSS. Again coming back to static, here I am going to place JS. Okay, if I am coming into my site, if you observe here, this is index.py and static and templates are there. In static there are two more folders. In templates there is no files. In templates I am going to clicking on the templates. Now I am going to upload. The three files: layout page, about page and HTML page. Now I am going to click on upload file. Going into templates, first file, we have to upload one by one file. That's why I am going to upload first layout, and then next home, and then next about. I am uploading all the HTML files into the templates folder. Now I am coming back again in the static. I am going to CSS. In CSS folder I am going to upload the CSS folder. Only one file is there, that's why I am uploading this only one file. I am uploading this file. I am coming back, and in the JS folder, also I am going to add these two files. If the files are there in that our project, then we have to upload here. If they are not there, there is no need, right? Now our project is set up like this. Now I am going to show that just static page, right? First of all, I am going to delete that the database connection and everything. Later on I will add all the connections here. I am going to cut this one also. I am going to comment it. Later on we have to use it, that's why I am commenting it. Here what we have to do here, force save. Here if you observe, some errors are there. Here it is going to be shown that a Flask may be, what it errors means, here it is not allowing that star. We have to write that Flask comma and this one, right? This one we are going to import here. And one more thing, that is render underscore template. Where is the errors? We have to go and click on, and I am going to stop this database structure also. First of all I am going to show you the only static pages here. Here one more, is there any errors here? For example, if it is a star, I am going to save it. Yes, some errors are there. Now the errors are render underscore template and Flask. Then I am going to write here, instead of star I am going to write Flask comma render underscore template. If you observe, if I am going to save this one, there are no errors now. Yes, that's it. Then I am coming back from this page. Now I am going into this web, and I am going into this configuration. In this configuration I am going to, instead of Flask app, what is my page? That is index. That's it. There is no need of .py. I am going to save this file. Okay, what is this? Index.app application imported but unused, no problem. I am going to add from like this, where I am going to, here WSGI configuration file, here we are going into this page, and we have to add like this from index. Why I am writing index here? My page name is, my .py file name is index.py. That's why I am writing here index. Why I am writing app? That app is, for example, why I am writing app here? I am moving into files, moving into my site. In the index.py, yes, I am writing here app is equal to Flask off, right? That's why I am writing app. For example, this is another name, we have to write another name there. Okay, I think it is clear, everyone. Now I am going to upload reload it. First of all I am going to reload it. Yes, after the reload again, now I am going to refresh this page. If there is any errors, it will show that yes, the data, now the file is in dynamic website. Okay, this is a static one, and now this is some this URL is some dynamic URL. Okay, now I am going to configure my database. I am going to set up here my database. How I am going to create set up my database? First of all what we have to do, this is my in the local machine, this is my database. For example, this is my database. Here I am going to click on that means this database I am going to set up in that Python Anywhere. That's why I am going to click on the export, and I am going to click on wait, I am going to delete in the okay, I am going to I'm going to download the file college.sql. I already downloaded, that's why it is showing 1, but we are not uploaded with this college of 1. We have to every time we have to rename it as the same database name here. For example, my file is already there. For example, the old one I am going to delete it. Again I am going to delete it. The same thing I am going to delete it, download it again with the same name. What is the database name? College. We have to download the same name. Okay, is it clear now? I think we are going back into this Python Anywhere. Now I am going to upload. We have to save the dump file here. I am going to down. Where is this? This is the file I am going to save here. I am going to save in the my site college.sql, right? I am going to dump all the SQL file here. Now I am moving into databases. In the database I am going to initialize some new password. We have to remember this password. Initialize MySQL. If you observe here, this password is too common. The password is entirely numeric. We can choose any one. This is PostgreSQL or MySQL. Now I am going to write my name 234. Initialize MySQL. Password is too similar to the email address. That is the mistake. I am going to change it again. Will take some time. I look at here, we can work on these two databases, MySQL or PostgreSQL. That is pgadmin. This is pgadmin. Yes, now the database is going to be set up here. This is the default database. No need of that one. We can create our own database, that is college. For example, I am going to create it. If you create any college database, now the database name is this one, not only college. This is our college database. Now we have to click on this one. Now we have to click on that one. It will open one console. In that console, I am going to dump all my local database tables and everything. For that I am going to write source space my site. I am going to place on my site, right? My site / college.sql. why I am writing my site, I am going to place all this dump file in my site, right? That's why I am writing my site dot slash college.sql. Just all the queries are going to be executed. Now can I check now? Select star from students. Okay, I'm going to put some semicolon here. That's it. This is the data what is in the local machine. For example, this is the data. Where is this? Students, right? Students, sorry. This is the data I am going to visible in the server. I think it is clear, everyone. The database is also set up now, and now I am going to connect the local system, that database, this the front end into the database. Now I am going back it. Now I am going to the files in the my site. Here I am going to write some connections. What is the database connection? This is the database connection of the local system. Here I am going to modify the local system. This is not local host. We are what is the local host? I will tell you. Here in the databases, if you click on the databases, this is the host name. Instead of local host, we have to place this one, and instead of username, this is my username. And the password is what we entered when we are creating a table, creating a database. Siva 1 2 3 4, I think. And the database name is not only college. The database name is the database name. Where is that? This is the database name. We can write like this, not only the college. Okay, now is it showing any errors? Are there is no errors here. Now I am going to, in the web page, I am going to reload it. Yes, it is set up it. Then now I am going to refresh this page. There is no errors at all. Now is the database is connecting or not? I am going to write here some code here. What is that code? I am going to create one cursor, and I am going to fetch all the data. I am going to create some cursor. I am getting here comma data is equal to data. Yes, what is it showing? Syntax error. Some data is equal to it is showing syntax error. Data is equal to data. I am going to save it. Yes, there are no errors here. I am going to display the data in the home page now. The home page. I am going into templates. The home.html. I am where I am going to write this one. Nothing. There is nothing needed. Instead of I am going to write some Jinja templating here, some data here. That's it. I am going to place this one. Yes, now I am going to reload it. Is the database data what is present in the students table? I am going to visible in the, yes, the data is coming like this. That means that is total setup of the simple static website into the dynamic data, and the remaining all connections are same. That's it. Thank you very much.